want people to believe in themselves a lot more.
So if I were to summarize it properly, it will be a role model of sorts.
Yeah, of course.
But a role model of bad habits.
Don't smoke it. Don't smoke. Once you start, you cannot stop, bro.
Welcome to another episode of the Dabao Show. In this series days, we follow guests from the F&B industry on the day off to see what they get up to, have a meal with them, have a bit of tea, and maybe spill a bit as well. For today, our guest is Angelo, Chief Operations of Kurasu Singapore and co-owner of Bad Habits.
Hi, I'm Angelo, co-founder of Bad Habits, Chief of Operations at Kurasu Singapore, and on my off days, I like to indulge in my bad habits.
My bad habits lead to white ice in space.
So how do you get started in the whole coffee scene?
Started working at Starbucks because some of my homies back then, when we were skating, and some of them were working at Starbucks in 313. One of the friends that I grew up and he took care of me and he was like, you want to go for brunch? If you like eggs Benedict, right? You need to go to this cafe called Loisel's Toy.
Yeah.
So I went on Facebook, I searched up Loisel's Toy, said we are hiring, but it was in a different font, right? And it was like CSHH. And then I was like, what is this CSHH? But okay, I was like, okay, I'll just talk to the guys, right? I was like, okay, never mind, can I come down for this interview and whatnot? And then I came down and it was packed, slammed. It was like filled, and then like they were like, okay, Angelo, what experience do you have? I said, okay, I was from Starbucks and like this is what I did. Okay, you're going into the kitchen, you're gonna start making lemonades right now.
So your job irrelevancy.
Very irrelevant. But that was how I got exposed to specialty coffee.
So Chai-Seng, what was the next stop?
I was on the brew bar every Saturday. It's just like, just brewing. And there was three methods. There was the Chemex, there was the V60, and then there was the AeroPress. Can you imagine? Everybody ordered the AeroPress, bro. AeroPress. Bro, that taught me resilience, bro. That taught me to be like, okay, you know, this is how it's gonna be. This is, you know, how your muscle memory works. And this was only gonna be the only way anybody was ever gonna taste something special in coffee. Our role in specialty coffee was education. We had customers coming in and like asking us, why do I have to pay $5 for a cappuccino when I can just go across the road and pay $1.20 for your egg cookies? I can't agree. But I can say that it's because like you're paying us to make the decision for you. You're paying us to create an experience for you. When you started seeing people give you that gleam, right? When they drink, right, then they go like, wow. That expression,
It's priceless.
After chatting, I went on to this other company called Nakamara. They were like, okay, every Sunday, Angelo, you have to like host this public cupping session for anybody who wants to come. I did not think that this culture would have spread so far out beyond baristas. Yeah, and one of them was actually Yuko, right? You know, Yuko. She started bringing in like Japanese coffees, lighter notes like tomato, lighter notes like yam. When you go to Japan, you know, people are very true to themselves. They are very craft-minded. They are very focused on what they love and passionate about. And they always tend to bring that to the maximum there. So that was quite cool.
These are memories.
Memories, bro.
Here, bro.
This spot. Yeah, this was like where the first shop used to be. Now it's gone. This guy was like trying to open this co-working space, and you know, at that whole time, we worked. Everything was like super big. So it was definitely an idea to push, and then he sort of offered Yozo, who was his university classmate, right? To, hey, you wanna open up Kurasu here?
A coffee joint in my co-working space.
Correct. 2 weeks after that question, he approached me and he was like, hey, I know we had like an agreement to go to Japan and like for you to work and like shoot videos and like take photos. But we've got this opportunity. Do you want to open up a shop in Singapore? Then I was like, yo. I was like, what? I was like, okay. It was quite challenging in the beginning. I think we did like maybe like 50 cups of coffees. Not many people knew knew who Kurasu was at that time because it was like probably 1 year in from Japan. So it was kind of easy because all I had to do was sort of make an impression somehow. I think that was the part where I had to exercise a little bit of soft skills to sort of talk to people and understand what they liked. They were serving their communities.
Less about like
Less about what
Outreach,
what
yeah.
globally
It's
what
more
specialty
for-
coffee wanted.
Yeah.
Correct. It was interesting to see different demographics. And I felt like that was also my goal as to what the community I wanted to have. I don't know, I wanted to give specialty coffee like a different face because I think at that point everybody was kind of snobbish. Which is fine, you know, I've grown to understand that like it is part of it. Right? Like everyone's like
I mean, you can say the same for wine. Like,
correct, exactly, right? We were all babies back then. But we felt like it wasn't gonna hold us here. Like this wasn't our final spot. But there were a lot of things that happened here actually.
There was it's a bit surreal now to actually see.
Yeah. Interesting thing is this is actually where I met my wife, bro. She was a customer and it was quite cool. So it was a lot of figuring out like what the crowd wanted. A lot of also trying to balance out what the culture was. You know, I didn't want to like...
Can't go straight, niche straight.
Correct.
I wasn't
And I think people would have struggled a lot more to accept that, but we were like, okay, let's not tilt the balance still. I want this place to be a safe space for the industry. You know, and you would see, and that was the moment when I started seeing like different coffee companies that had different beefs. And then they all come together and then like I was like, ooh.
Hey, come on.
This is Switzerland, okay? This is safe, neutral zone. Please,
No argument.
no arguments here. You like my coffee? You can just drink our coffees here, you know?
Finally doing a proper video at Kurasu, for Kurasu. This is probably like the third, fourth time we are at Kurasu where we eat the outlet. We not say exploiter, but finally we got the man himself, you know. Yeah, we got the boss, so I know we all the right there.
This is the first time I actually see the vinyl in use.
Don't come here already.
But don't come here more.
You see? No, I say one, bro. No, I say one.
But don't come here often enough.
No, you know why not? Like, it belongs to them. I scared like anything. It's
Scratch. Fair play, fair
Oh,
play.
very good excuse.
the perfect excuse.
So how did bad habits then come about?
And my oldest brother Adrian came back from Japan.
Yeah.
He went to Pizza Slice.
Uh-huh.
And then he came back and was like, yo guys, I had like the best pizza in Japan and like I really want to eat it again.
Yeah.
You want me? Then we were like, pizza in Singapore, it's actually quite rare. I was like, okay. Then we found this whole gap, right?
Yeah.
Which was like, okay, I want to have pizzas, but some pizzas, the best pizzas that we actually enjoy, actually quite expensive.
Yeah.
We actually held like a first pool party. Yeah, and it was called the Sabbath. Our friend's studio's rooftop,
Okay.
which had like a pool. We were quite scared.
Yeah.
We were like, oh shoot. Like even though it was our friends, right?
Yeah.
But it was probably the first time we actually ever came together to do something together. I wanted to contribute a little bit more, but because me being in like the drink scene,
Yeah.
we started, okay, why don't I create the drinks? I take care of like how the decoration is gonna be.
Yeah.
I'll send out the invites and everything. Then my brother was like, because of his first experience in like an Italian restaurant when he graduated fresh out of culinary school, he had that stored in his brain somewhere.
So he could just bring it out.
So he brought it back out.
Yeah.
But the one thing that really sort of drove this whole project was we wanted people to carry pizza boxes. We wanted people to sort of enjoy what they were having in a space where it felt like it was out of Singapore, out of the whole business and the, you know, you just gotta take some time off. Be open-minded at the same time, you know. And that kind of started our whole journey to appreciate beers, appreciate sours, appreciate acidity, and we eventually sort of like coupled it up with like our pizzas. And I think that was like the best combination we've ever had. I think how all this sort of started for me and Addis with the whole pop-up was we had a lot of time during COVID, right?
Yeah.
So much time that we were like, okay, let's just not waste the time,
Yeah.
right? Let's pick up something new. Let's also explore the pizzas, use this time, right? And that sort of brought us closer to one another, and I would see him every weekend. We would come together, we would like rush it in and then create something out of nothing again. And I think that was a good challenge for both of us. It caught on. I think people enjoy the combination of craft beers, having a good time, having no expectations. In the grand scheme of things, the worst experience ever. But the great thing that comes out of it is it can only get better.
Yes.
So there was no way we wanted to accept the worst version of ourselves the next day. So that was quite the driving force to what we wanted to do. Mr. Pan opened his first Hong Kong chicken rice store in the food court at block 304 Woodland Street 31. 304 is one street away from where we grew up in block 402, in my first family house, where we moved out of Yishun and then I was like a baby. So this is the chicken rice store that is near our house.
That you eat as a kid.
That we eat as a kid. Bro, at least
Full circle, man.
full fucking circle, and we didn't know, right? Then we moved in already, right? We got the list already, then Addis was like, hey, come in here, let me eat. Took one mouth of the rice,
Kena the taste first,
Kena the taste first, bro. You eat the rice, then you're like, wow, this rice is fucking good, why is this rice so good, Then you eat, then you're like, very familiar. Then you look up, then you saw, why that guy look so familiar? He read the story, and I was like, gee, this is wrong, he called me, bro. Say, bro.
About the chicken rice.
Chicken rice store here. The founder opened up the Zisa store here after opening up Woodlands, but the Woodlands never closed.
So what does it feel like to finally open Bad Habits in a physical place?
Surreal.
Surreal.
The vision is now a reality. Yeah, no, this space is heavily influenced from my brother Addis and I's experiences traveling around the world. I guess this whole idea of having a pizza shop right now came from like sort of our time spent in Canada, America, and to see what soul food culture is. And I think that that's when we decided that this is what we were gonna do.
When I came in here, I wasn't expecting like,
Yeah.
this doesn't look anything like in Singapore.
Yeah, no, this was, I could say, one of the hardest projects that both of us ever got to work on. But I also think that that's why it is what it is. So we worked with Retro Colony again. Retro Colony, so Cole had always been the one designer that understood philosophy in that sense. The design philosophy of purpose, functional, and also aesthetic. We would never have, I guess, created this if we focused a lot more on the aesthetic part. So from like the pop-up days, I guess the difference was that first of all, it was going to be timing. We were never going to open this shop if Addis was busy or I was busy. So we found the timing earlier on in January. That was also a period of my life or my career where in Kurasu everything sort of stabilized. I had a great team who was doing very well with the systems that we created throughout the years. I guess it was also time for me to sort of let go that part of me to start focusing who I am right now. I guess for the past 7 years, I always remember what James Hoffman said. The shop has to be an extension of the owners, of their personality, of the character, and of the things that they wanted to achieve. So that was something I really held very close to my heart. And it was, honestly, I think, very real for this space because it is literally everything that Addis and I had enjoyed about working together. We didn't want to oversell ourselves as like a restaurant, you know. Honestly, what we actually wanted people to have was, or what the vision was, you know, everybody was just coming in to have their own refill of what soul food could be. And pizza was like the best vessel for that. people from all walks of life actually enjoy pizza a lot, no matter how simple it is, no matter how intricate it can be. But the culture of, you know, let's dine in, eat what we like, drink what we like, and then let's just go, right? It's like supposed to be a quick grab, quick grab, quick bite.
I agree, because even that time when I came in, right, you might have limited seating, but it still feels very cozy. So like maybe people have to queue, have to wait or whatever. But I think it's fine because I know you guys had like customers sitting here on the island.
Yeah.
You can sit on the tables. You can even sit outside, right? Get pizza by the slice, chop, eat.
Ciao.
You know, ciao. Like it's not about like hogging. Yeah, maybe I come with my friends, I take a table or that kind of thing. In fact, that day I was sitting outside, just standing like we could even sit.
The outside seating is the benches.
You can sit, you can stand, versatile. So like what you say, I think like it's a vibe. I think you're focused on like just getting comfort food, good experience.
I mean, albeit being inspired by all these different brands and what we wanted to do, it was also a time for us to sort of deepen our relationship in a way where also challenge ourselves that this could be something else.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to sort of present to people what experiences that we've got in our careers, you know, exploring different styles of service, exploring different methods of service, even like cooking different things, or even me like just serving coffee, right? Now I'm putting out myself in this zone where I'm about to start making drinks with alcohol and stuff like that. And how do I infuse my experience into this area of in the nighttime, in the evening, people serving food,
Yeah,
getting drinks,
no longer
beer.
daytime stuff. No, nighttime stuff.
Exactly, right?
It's a switch. It's a complete switch.
It's a complete switch.
I guess this is the first official venture with you and your brother. How does it feel like working? Because we always hear of stories that people say, you know, split, touch wood, that kind of thing. But like, I mean, through my years of knowing you two, at least I feel like you always had very good synergy. Regardless whether I talk to you guys individually or whether I see you guys from all the bad habits that pop up and all that kind of thing.
Wow, I might get emotional about this, but when we first started this, I think the intention, I think me and Addis set ourselves down and we told each other that we love each other more than we love this business.
Yes.
And that we will choose our relationship over this business. Anytime. As long as it was going to fuck up our relationship, we were going to put a stop to it.
This is what I mean, like this brotherly, I don't want to say bromance, but like, it is very, I don't want to downplay it as well, but it's very good because you all know how to segregate, because a lot of times people don't segregate work and relationship, could be couples even, and it is the starting days of Bad Habits as a full shop. But I know like usually as to every starting company, every starting shop, tensions will fly.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, maybe pizza side, I don't know.
And has it happened yet? It has, you know, I'm not gonna lie, right?
Yeah,
But
things will definitely happen, right? We won't like put a cover over that or that, but things will happen. But at the end of the day, I think both you and your brother, you guys came a long way from just pizzas.
Correct.
Just pop out at the kind of thing, 40, 60 pies. I remember the days at Bunker, the one that you all did 80 pies at one time. And then you all like, I remember the last few pies you were like,
nah, I know.
but
done.
and then you know what's the best part where I always realized that two of y'all, when y'all say sold out, right? First thing, Kyola will walk out, 2 beers. And then y'all just
Congratulations.
Then y'all just sit down and just y'all go talk around with your friends. But the first official cheers and then a breather. And I think that's the beauty of it. And I hope like you guys treat your bromance with the top priority.
Yeah.
You know, keep aside whatever happens on the day itself.
Yeah.
I think it is beauty that you guys still treasure that relationship as brothers in priority to the business.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that's what all friends and I, we come for, because we always want to see this succeed.
I think what people don't talk about enough is the respect that we need to have with one another. I mean, obviously in the professional setting, that's required, right? Do I have flaws on that area? Yes, I do actually. I find myself to be a very reactive person all the time, which is something that I think is going to be my lifelong lesson, to like really like not react and also listen first. Always listen first and always try to understand what the other party is feeling. And I think for here, you know, being soul food, where does soul food come from, right? Soul food does come from your emotional attachment to those things, right? And I think that is what is so much important, so much more important than however we're feeling inside. Humility is part of it. Being humble and understanding how somehow someone else can also be better than you in what you do, right? Or in a certain aspect that, you know, forces you, or you have to realize that, okay, I do have to sort of take a step back and allow this person to steer the ship now. And is Addis that sort of person? Yeah. You know, Addis is very respectful to me. Also, he listens to me a lot. But he also has his own opinions, you know. And it's going to be very tricky because we both have very different styles of leadership in that sense. And backgrounds in the industry, right? Very different. And I think that it was about time that I realized that also. And take a step back when I need to let him steer the ship. And he now also sometimes take a step back to let me take over the leadership, you know. And I think that we complement each other that way. And I think that might just be the secret, you know, to sort of be fresh, to learn from one another, to also create something that no one else have created, because it is not a combination, it's not a one solo mindset, you know. Like, this is what it is because of me and Addis's brains and our experiences. We are for sure that this is what we want to do, you know. And the vision is, we just want people to have fun, casual. We want our industry friends to come and hang out. We want to serve them as well. I think that fulfills our soul a lot more than what money is or what the hype is. We honestly don't give a fuck about it. And we just want to make each other happy. Like, bro, are you happy with this? Are you okay with this? You know, we're always checking on each other, and I think that's what I appreciate a lot about this new working journey of ours. It's a dream, honestly, to be working with my brother. And of course, we know that it's not going to be easy, but it's good that we set like the foundations very early on, you know, with like, you know, talking about mutual respect, talking about like creating things. He checks on me, I check on him. You know, sometimes as passionate individuals, we get too carried away. And it's good that, I mean, for now, for me, I mean, we've spent the past 10 years away from each other and selfishly growing our own desires. But was that wrong? No. That was also the vision, there was also the intention. But now that the challenge, or I guess the fun part about this, is that now we are sort of merging together. Yeah, man, I can't wait.
Wobble up the spot, no dance, not drunk, cause money in my pants. I just wanna lie. Sip a drink and it got me in a trance. Take the money, baby, I don't wanna dance. I just wanna lie. Got a salary up in my cargo. Push one button, make the car go. Bet I've been a man since top speed. Best kept secret, but it's time I need a spot. I just wanna lie. I just wanna lie. I just wanna lie.
So this is the shit question. Is Hawaiian pizza a pizza?
Yes. I want to show you guys something. Come. I want to show you guys something. We have this grand plan, and this was a gift from one of our homies that has been supporting us from day one. This is the online.
This is a pineapple top.
This is a pineapple plant that hopefully in 2 years
We'll become a pineapple.
we'll pick up a pineapple and then we'll use it to make our very first Hawaiian pizza.
Perfect. Today alone, like I heard Kurasu, now bad habits. Where's this all leading to?
I do not think that there is a materialistic legacy that I want to leave behind. I think I always talk about joy, fulfillment and joy a lot. And it's always about the joy I have in making coffee, the joy I have in making pizza. Obviously, I mean, at some point in time, I will know that I cannot do this, right? Like, I can't be like a 50, 60-year-old guy who's making pizza or like making coffee and stuff like that. there will always be a time where things will end, in my opinion. But my end goal is to be known as the guy who created pathways for the younger generation to look up and to say, fuck, this guy did it this way. Like, and did it with like almost close to nothing. Is it possible? The answer is yes. You know?
You craft your own path.
You do have to craft your own path. You know, everybody comes from a sort of a different background, right? Some obviously have money, some don't, right? Some have more skills, some have exposed to cultures a lot more. But I think visiting all these different places, visiting all these different countries, and I realized that honestly we're all the same, right? We're all the same. We are working to be a better version of ourselves. Some don't see that now, some see that later. You know, some are lucky to be exposed. I think Addis and I were very lucky to be exposed to the world of food at a very young age. But what does success mean to me is that the people that I used to work with, they are doing their own things now.
Everyone growing up, getting your own,
pushing themselves. So yeah, you know, if there was an example I wanted to leave behind is like to always encourage people to always just go for your dreams and to always accept the reality, be humble, learn through the experience, learn through the process, package it up and share it with people. I think that is what I want. That is my angle to this whole moody, vibey thing. It's what I want, right? It's what I enjoy, and it's me, right? And I hope that if people see this, you know, they will be like, it's possible. I want people to believe in themselves a lot more.
So if I were to summarize it properly, it will be a role model of sorts.
Yeah, of course.
But a role model with bad habits.
Don't smoke it. Don't smoke. Once you start, you cannot stop, bro.
I just wanna lie.